Hello everyone, it is Zombie with Two Eyes and welcome to my channel. I may be undead, but I look alive thanks to makeup, skincare, and hair care. And it is another Declutter Saturday. It is series 2. So today we have another 10 exciting random products. And it's 3 face, 2 eyes, and 5 lippies today. So let's just jump right in. First, a couple disclaimers. I apologize if I declutter something you adore. What's one person's trash is another person's treasure. I will not be giving any of these to any strangers on the internet as of this time. And anything that I do declutter that is not already expired will first go to friends and family, and then possibly the trash. But if I do declutter something that you adore, please leave a comment as to why below. I would love to hear your thoughts. So we're going to start with a blush. So this is a MAC powder blush in Joyous. So I've had this for quite a while. I dropped it a couple times, so there's a huge chunk out of it. Turn you down, you little brat. There we go. So there's a huge chunk that's taken out of it. But let's give it a swatch and see where it's at. So it feels a little dry, not horribly dry. And it's a little patchy, but not super patchy. So it's a really pretty peachy pinky color. It's very matte. I don't know. I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of this. And it is really pretty. I'm going to keep this one and possibly put it into my next rotation after I finish my current blush sample that I'm working on. I think that may be for the best because it is older and because it's cracked. I'm going to work on it there. The next product is actually pretty new. So it is the e.l.f. Blush Duo in Spiced Apple. So I purchased this recently from e.l.f.'s website with a bunch of other stuff. And I heard a lot of great things about these, and I needed another nude type blush type thing, and so I ordered this one. So let's give these a swatch. So we got the highlighter and the blush. Okay, so the blush is a little patchy, which I'm not super mad about, and it is a little darker than I originally thought. It's not really, I mean, it's not like super dark. It's definitely a neutral blush. Like, it's definitely one of those nude blushes, which I desperately need in my life. And the highlight is actually really pretty champagne-y gold color. It's almost too dark for me. But here, let me show you. If you take it and you kind of smooth it out, it does work better. This isn't wonderful, but I'm going to keep this because I don't have a lot of blushes of this particular color. And I think that'll be a good addition to my collection, especially because most of the blushes are really reds or pinks. And having something that's just a little more neutral may work in my favor, or I can use it as a contour because it is really matte. The final face product is the L'Oreal Visible Lift Blur blush in Soft Berry. And I'm honestly, I mean, I did open it. I've used it maybe 2 or 3 times, and I don't think I was a fan of the formula. So it's got dimethicone in it, which will give you that super soft velvety feel, but I don't know if it'll mesh with anything that I normally wear. So it is absolutely a stunning color though. It's definitely a beautiful, absolutely stunning purple, and it's matte and it's sheer, and part of me says I don't know if I'll ever use it though, but it's so pretty. Do I need this? Probably not. Will I use this? Probably not. Okay. Because it is definitely on the older side, because I bought these when they first came out, so it's definitely older. I'm going to see if my mother or grandmother will use this, just because I don't want to throw it away, because I've only used it maybe once or twice and it's still fairly full. So I'll definitely see if one of them would prefer it over me. Other than that though, if not, I'm definitely going to throw it away. So I decluttered one face item and I am keeping 2 thus far. Now on to the eyes. So we have 2 indie loose shadows today. The first one I will be going over is the Shiro Cosmetics Zubat. So this is a sample and we're going to be swatching with today. MDK Game of Thrones, a little just flat shader brush. I have this whole collection, and then season 8 was a bust. And as a Game of Thrones fanatic, it made me cry. I'm still crying to this day. But I will not deny that this is so cool. Okay, so let's open up this. So it is a medium dark purple, essentially the color of the Pokemon Zubat. Don't spill. Don't spill. No. Oh. And it has a ever so light blue, like silvery glitter. So we're just going to take a plop. I love me like a really pretty smoky purple, and that's exactly what vibes this is giving me. But I hate to say it, it's not giving me the opacity that I'm looking for. So it's very, very sheer, like borderline see-through. I'm not really into the translucent shades. Let me do a little bit more to see if I can get anything, or if it's just going to blend away. Nope. It is just blending right away. And this is really upsetting because Shiro now is out of business. I used to love them to death. They were one of my first indie companies. Due to the formula not being stellar and due to not it living up to my expectations, and because I have so many other similar colors that even one I just received today, which we'll show in a future video, which is the Notoriously Morbid Jason Did It, I have no reason to keep this, so I am going to declutter a Shiro Cosmetics eyeshadow and probably hate myself for it tomorrow. The next shadow is a Detrivore Cosmetics Hysteria. So it is a beautiful, beautiful, like spring mint green color. And this one's totally gonna spill. I'm just waiting for it to spill. So this is what we're working with. It's gorgeous. Why don't you want to stick to anything? So this shade, you can see there's a lot of like fallout and stuff. It doesn't want to stick to anything. It's very sheer as well. I'm just gonna blow away the dust. So it is definitely that minty green color. I like how this looks like a bruise. It's also just very lackluster. It is just a matte with a little bit of sparkle in it. That is really, really disappointing, to be honest. I'm also going to declutter this because it's there, but it's patchy and dry and probably old and makes me really, really upset because they also don't really exist anymore. So out of the 2 eyeshadows in this week's declutter, I am decluttering both of them, which to me is unheard of. I've never done that before. So yeah, interesting day. So the final category is lippies. So I have just a mixture of lip glosses and liquid lipsticks today. No bullets. So the first one, let me give it a good shake because you gotta shake these, is the Notoriously Morbid Alchemy Changeling lipstick topper in Rads. So this is when they did their really, really adorable Fallout collection, which I wish I owned the entirety of that collection. I didn't have the money at the time to purchase all of it, or else I totally would have just devoured it because Fallout and that whole entire gaming series is probably one of my favorites. But I will talk about gaming in a completely other video because I am a huge video game fanatic. I mean, I am wearing a Nuka-Cola, My Blood's in It t-shirt today. I love Fallout. So, and basically Bethesda in general, to be honest. I did order Cyberpunk 2077 from CD Projekt Red, and I am crying inside because of how that game is going right now. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Let's do a swatchy swatch before I get nostalgic and talk about video games the rest of the video. So one thing about this is it is supposed to be a lip topper. So I do not expect a whole buttload of pigment. And also, it smells like green apple. Also, you don't want to tip these over. They will spill everywhere because they are so liquidy. So here is what we're looking at. So it's definitely, it's got a little bit of a base actually. It's got a little bit of like an orangey red base, and then it's got that bright green, like in your face green shift. It's really, really pretty. I'm definitely keeping this, not only because I'm a huge Fallout fan, but just because this is gorgeous. Like, look at that in here. I could totally wear it on its own, and I probably will. And this is their sample size, by the way, not a full size. So next up is the e.l.f. Retro Paradise lip gloss. So I purchased this when I purchased the blush duo. And I don't know, I have a thing for blue sparkly glosses just to wear on just like a whenever. This has a weird like lychee smell, which I don't mind, but it literally smells like a lychee, which is really interesting. I have yet to smell a lychee lip gloss, so I'm kind of, that's why I was like taken aback. So this is definitely one of those like makes your teeth look whiter type lip glosses. It doesn't really have a pigment to it. It is basically just a clear lip gloss with that little bit of glitter in it. So it's definitely just like a, I wear this on my days off type thing. A little bit of a pinky shift, but nothing like mind-blowing. Oh, and this is an electric lemonade, by the way, which is weird because it smells like lychees and not lemonade. I probably will end up using it just because I love to carry these types of glosses around with me in my purse, you know. So I'm gonna keep it and hope that I'll use it pretty soon. I may just throw it into my project pan just so I just start using this, or I'll just put it downstairs next to my work computer, because I did literally just pan a gloss today, which is the NARS, their Velvet Lip Glide in Bound. I did just pan this today, so I do need a new lip gloss downstairs. I'm gonna keep it. So the next is the Manicadar Lip Whip in Faith. I got this in a beauty box. I just don't remember which one. And I know I swatched it. I don't like the smell of it. It doesn't really have like a good smell. Ooh, that is a really pretty like autumn, like red, but muted brick red. This is so tough because I want to get rid of more stuff, but at the same time, this is really pretty. And I would wear it, but I feel like I have other colors that are the exact same. Like the other two, I don't have anything like this, but this one I do. I'm going to see if my mother wants this. Next one is a Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics lip tart in Spike. So I purchased this probably right before they went out of business, just dropped everything and went out of business, because this color is so unique. It still has a bit of that pepperminty smell, and I've used this a good couple of times, but not enough to justify its continued usage. But this color is just so unique. It's a brown grayish color, and it's just so pretty and so different than anything I've ever seen. If anybody has a dupe for this, please let me know. I hate to be like, I'm gonna keep this because it's an interesting color, because I probably should get rid of this because it's really old, but I'm going to add it to my project pan and start to use this up because I don't want this to go to waste. And it's just, oh my god, it's so gorgeous. It's just the most beautiful muted brown grayish color. Please, anybody have a dupe? Anybody? So my project pan is located right here, so I'm just gonna put this right here to remind me to use it. This last product, I know I'm going to declutter because it's really old and the company is out of business. It is the Venomous Cosmetics Lip Poison in Radiant Rose. I loved this company to death. They were probably one of my favorite out of the blue indie companies because they had so many beautiful bright pressed shadows, and I love this color gloss. Like I have like 3 or 4, and I got rid of the majority of them when I did my declutter a couple months ago, but I kept this one because that is gorgeous color. I don't normally gravitate towards pinks, but this just speaks to me on a whole nother level. It's like a fuchsia beautifulness. It's really moisturizing. Doesn't have any smell. It's really nice and opaque, but because this is so old, and I have used this quite a bit, like I can swirl the wand around and like see right through the tube. I am going to throw this away because it's so old. I don't want to because it's so pretty, but I know I'm sure I have another gloss that is this color. So I'm going to declutter this. So I decluttered 5 and kept 5. So these are the 5 I am keeping. It is the e.l.f. Spiced Apple Duo, the Matte Blush in Joyous, the e.l.f. Lip Gloss in Electric Lemonade, the Notoriously Morbid Lip Topper in Rads, and the OCC Lip Tar in Spike. But this is going into my project pan, so I get some good use out of it. What I am decluttering is the Venomous Cosmetics Poison Lip Gloss, or Lip Poison in Radiant Rose, the Detrivore Cosmetics Hysteria eyeshadow, the Shiro Cosmetics Zubat eyeshadow, and then I'm going to gift, or just not really gift because it's not like here's a gift, just see if my mother or my grandmother want the L'Oreal Paris Visible Lift Blur Blush or the Manna Kadar Lip Whip in Faith. And so that is everything for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be doing these every Saturday, and they're just really fun for me, and it gives me a chance to explore my collection and get rid of some stuff that I don't really need. I hope you stay safe, healthy, and continue embracing those great moments. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, whatever. This was super fun again, and I hope you all have a great and wonderful day. Bye!